Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. We will be exploring comprehensive governance and security in Power Platform. The title highlights our focus on strategies, best practices, and real-world success stories. Throughout this session, we'll discuss how to effectively manage innovation, ensure compliance, and mitigate risks within the Power Platform environment. I look forward to sharing insights that can help you strengthen your governance and security practices. Let's get started. Let's talk about why governance matters now, especially in the context of Power Platform. When organizations lack proper governance, they face significant compliance challenges and security vulnerabilities. These issues can easily disrupt enterprise operations, causing delays and risking data breaches. Now, with the rise of citizen developers, the risks increase even further. While they enable faster innovation and help reduce IT bottlenecks, they can also lead to shadow IT, unofficial tools and apps that bypass IT controls, creating gaps in compliance and exposing sensitive data. On the flip side, citizen developers are vital for driving innovation rapidly. They help organizations adapt quickly and stay competitive. However, without proper governance, their app sprawl can get out of control. This uncontrolled growth leads to security vulnerabilities, data exposure, and compliance issues that threaten the stability of the entire enterprise. That's why governance in Power Platform isn't just a good idea, it's essential. It helps prevent chaos, manages app proliferation, and safeguards data. Effective governance ensures that innovation doesn't come at the expense of security and compliance, supporting sustainable growth and resilience across the organization. Welcome to Slide 3, where we explore the Power Platform ecosystem and how it provides comprehensive governance and security. One of the key strengths of this ecosystem is its ability to build external sites using Power Pages, allowing you to create engaging, secure web experiences. These sites can seamlessly unify data with Dataverse, ensuring everything stays consistent and protected. Next, we have Power Pages and Dataverse working together to enable secure data sharing and management, which is critical for maintaining control over your information. Moving on, creating intelligent bots with virtual agents is a game changer for customer interactions. These bots can handle inquiries efficiently, providing personalized support around the clock. Then there's Power BI, which transforms your raw data into visual insights you can act on. This helps you make smarter, data-driven decisions quickly. Power Automate, on the other hand, streamlines your processes by automating repetitive tasks, freeing up time for more strategic work. Finally, with Power Apps, you can develop custom applications tailored specifically to your business needs. These tools together form a robust ecosystem that supports secure, efficient, and personalized business solutions, aligning perfectly with our overall goal of empowering your organization through technology. Let's dive into understanding your tenant and environments within the Power Platform. First, the importance of tenant structure cannot be overstated. It's essential for managing everything, users, apps, flows, and data, securely across your entire Power Platform environment. Think of your tenant as the overarching container that holds everything together. Now, within this structure, data and security are isolated at the environment level. This means each environment has its own separate data boundaries and security settings, which helps ensure operational separation. So, data from your development environment won't accidentally mix with your production data, maintaining security and integrity. Environments play a crucial role here. Your tenant hosts multiple environments, such as development, testing, and production. Each serves a specific purpose and helps organize your work effectively. And so, what exactly is a Power Platform tenant? It's essentially your organization's dedicated space in the Microsoft Cloud. It's where all your apps, data, and workflows live, managed and secured under your organization's umbrella. Understanding this structure is key to building a secure, efficient, and scalable Power Platform ecosystem. Now, let's take a closer look at our environment strategy, separate and secure. This approach is all about implementing comprehensive governance and security within the Power Platform. One key point here is that restricting environment creation to admins helps prevent sprawl. By doing so, we maintain better control over the number of environments and ensure they are used appropriately. This also helps us preserve the architectural integrity of our solutions and guarantees secure management across the board. Moving on, we have admin-restricted environment creation. This setup is specifically designed for controlled app deployment, where access is restricted to authorized users only. It ensures that security measures at a production level are in place, giving us confidence that our environments are protected from unintended changes or breaches. Finally, let's talk about non-default environments. These are mainly used for personal productivity and testing purposes. They come with minimal security controls, making them accessible to all users for experimentation and development. And then there are default environments. These are more general-purpose environments meant to support everyday work, allowing users to get things done quickly without the heavy security restrictions of other environments. Overall, this strategy helps us strike a balance between flexibility and security, ensuring that our Power Platform ecosystem remains organized, secure, and aligned with our overall governance goals. Now, let's take a closer look at the importance of comprehensive governance and security within the Power Platform. Limiting environment creation and enforcing governance standards are essential practices. They help us prevent uncontrolled proliferation of resources, which can quickly become unmanageable, and they play a crucial role in maintaining a secure tenant architecture. When we talk about governance standards, one key aspect is environment control. It's vital to assign the Power Platform Service Admin role selectively, only to trusted administrators. This careful role assignment ensures that those with full administrative control over Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Buy are trusted individuals who understand the implications of their actions. This role, the Power Platform Service Admin, grants extensive control, so it's important to restrict it to prevent accidental or malicious changes that could impact security or compliance. Finally, establishing clear architectural boundaries is fundamental. These boundaries help us maintain security, ensure compliance, and improve operational efficiency. When everyone understands where their responsibilities begin and end, managing the tenant becomes much more straightforward and secure. All these measures work together to create a robust, well-governed environment that supports our overall platform strategy and organizational goals. Let's talk about how we ensure comprehensive governance and security within the Power Platform. One of the key points is how access to records is controlled. We can restrict access based on business units, ownership, or even custom criteria. This layered approach helps ensure that data is protected at multiple levels. Next, there's row-level security, which is particularly important for sensitive information. It allows us to restrict who can see certain records, such as social security numbers or salary details, so only authorized users have visibility. Then, we have field-level security. This feature lets us control access to specific fields within a record, adding another layer of protection for sensitive data. Finally, a crucial aspect of securing data and access is role-based access control, or RBAC, in Dataverse. It enables us to define very precise user privileges, whether someone can read, write, delete, append, or even share data. All of these controls, when combined, give us a powerful way to manage security and access, aligning perfectly with our goal of maintaining robust governance across the Power Platform. Let's take a closer look at data loss prevention, or DLP, policies within the Power Platform. These policies are essential for ensuring comprehensive governance and security. One of the key features is that data boundaries are enforced automatically at runtime. This means that the system actively prevents unauthorized data flows in real time, helping to reduce the risk of data leaks and ensuring compliance with regulations. Another important aspect is how connectors are managed. They are classified into two groups, business and non-business. This classification ensures a clear separation for data management, making it easier to control how data moves across different services and connectors. Additionally, DLP policies play a crucial role in blocking risky connector combinations. For example, pairing SharePoint with public social media connectors could expose sensitive data, so such combinations are automatically prevented. Overall, these features work together to uphold security and compliance, maintaining the integrity of your data while enabling effective use of the Power Platform. Let's talk about how Azure Active Directory helps us manage identity and security effectively. One key feature is conditional access policies. These policies dynamically control who can access our resources based on factors like whether the device is compliant, where the user is located, the level of risk involved, or whether the network is trusted. This means we can tailor access rules in real time, significantly boosting our overall security posture. Next, we have multi-factor authentication, or MFA. This adds an extra layer of security beyond just passwords by requiring users to verify their identity through a second method, like a phone notification or a fingerprint. It's a simple yet powerful way to prevent unauthorized access. And finally, Azure AD security groups simplify user access management. Instead of managing permissions for each user individually, we can group users together. This ensures consistent permissions across teams and makes managing access much more streamlined. All these features, conditional policies, MFA, and security groups, work together to create a robust, flexible security environment that supports our overall goal of secure, efficient digital operations within the Power Platform. Now, let's take a closer look at how layered security works within the Power Platform. At its core, it involves combining role-based access control, or RBAC, with data loss prevention policies. These two security measures work hand in hand to create a comprehensive security framework. The layered security approach is all about finding the right balance, protecting sensitive data while still allowing users to be productive. This balance is crucial because overly restrictive security can hinder operational efficiency, but too lax security can lead to data breaches and disruptions. By implementing this layered strategy, we ensure that sensitive information stays secure without interrupting legitimate business processes. It's about enabling smooth workflows while maintaining strict controls over what data can be accessed and shared. And when we combine RBAC with DLP policies, we're building a defense-in-depth strategy. This means multiple layers of security are in place, making it much harder for malicious actors to compromise our systems. Together, these tools provide a robust, comprehensive security posture that supports both security and productivity in the Power Platform. Let's talk about monitoring and auditing with Microsoft Purview. This slide highlights how comprehensive governance and security are essential in the Power Platform environment. One of the key points is that thorough auditing helps us meet compliance requirements and makes troubleshooting much easier. When we have detailed audit logs, we can quickly identify issues and resolve them efficiently. Supporting compliance and troubleshooting means we're equipped to monitor connector activity closely. This allows us to spot any unauthorized sharing, detect suspicious patterns early, and catch policy violations before they become bigger problems. It's all about proactive monitoring to keep our data safe. To do this effectively, we enable audit logs through the Microsoft Purview Compliance Center. This gives us complete visibility into app usage, flow executions, and data access. With this level of insight, we can understand how our Power Platform components are being used and ensure everything aligns with our security policies. Overall, these tools help us maintain a secure, compliant environment, while also simplifying the process of troubleshooting issues as they arise. Now, let's take a closer look at the Power Platform Admin Center insights. This is where proactive governance really comes into play. The insights provided here help us stay ahead of potential issues and optimize our resources effectively. For instance, by tracking maker productivity, we can identify solutions that are no longer in use or have been abandoned, which helps us clean up and streamline our environment. User activity analysis is another crucial feature. It allows us to spot shadow IT or rogue applications early on, which is vital for maintaining security and compliance. And finally, the real-time monitoring capabilities give us a constant pulse on our environment's health, including resource consumption and performance metrics. All these features together empower us to manage our Power Platform environment more effectively, ensuring it remains secure, efficient, and aligned with our organizational goals. Let's take a closer look at how automated governance really enhances our security and compliance efforts. First, we have compliance dashboards that provide executive-ready reporting and trend analysis. This means leadership can easily see ongoing governance status and identify patterns over time, helping us stay proactive rather than reactive. These dashboards are crucial for maintaining continuous visibility into our Power Platform environment. Next, automated remediation workflows play a vital role. They can automatically disable apps, notify the right owners, or even escalate issues to security teams, all without manual intervention. This automation ensures that issues are addressed swiftly, reducing potential risks and minimizing downtime. Finally, instant notifications allow us to respond rapidly to policy violations or suspicious activities. Setting up these alerts ensures that we're immediately aware of any potential security gaps, so we can act quickly to mitigate threats. All these features, dashboards, workflows, and notifications, connect to support our overall goal of seamless, continuous governance, making our Power Platform environment safer and more compliant every day. Now, let's talk about managing makers and citizen developers by setting clear guardrails. First, it's crucial to document governance standards, including naming conventions, approval processes, and compliance requirements. These standards help guide makers and ensure we maintain control over our Power Platform environments. Next, providing comprehensive training resources is essential. These should cover security best practices, governance policies, and the technical skills that makers need to be effective and compliant. Well-trained makers are more confident and less likely to make errors that could compromise security or governance. Finally, defining clear creator permissions is key. We need to strike the right balance, making sure access is accessible enough for productivity, but secure enough to prevent unintended issues. Setting these permissions thoughtfully helps us manage who can create and modify resources, ensuring security without hindering innovation. Together, these guardrails help us manage our Power Platform environment responsibly, while empowering our makers and citizen developers to do their best work. Now, let's talk about empowering champions and power users within our Power Platform environment. A key aspect of this is fostering a collaborative governance culture. This involves regular community meetings, where team members can share best practices and learn from each other, as well as mentorship programs that help develop skills and promote a sense of shared responsibility. These activities create an environment where governance isn't just a set of rules, but a collective effort. Another important element is establishing a center of excellence, or COE. This team acts as the backbone of our governance efforts. They provide mentorship, enforce standards, review solutions, and continuously seek ways to improve our processes. The COE ensures everyone stays aligned and that our Power Platform solutions are secure, compliant, and effective. Finally, selecting governance champions is crucial. These are individuals who demonstrate both strong technical skills and a good understanding of the business. They lead initiatives, advocate for best practices, and help drive the adoption of governance policies across teams. By empowering these champions, we create a network of knowledgeable leaders who reinforce our governance culture and support overall success. Let's talk about controlling app sharing and access, which is a key part of comprehensive governance and security in the Power Platform. First, using Azure AD groups to manage access helps us maintain consistency across users. This simplifies administration because instead of setting permissions individually, we assign them at the group level. It also helps us keep permissions secure because we have a clear, centralized way to control who can access what. Next, implementing formal approval workflows for external sharing is crucial. Before we share anything outside our organization, These workflows ensure that security reviews are completed, reducing the risk of accidental data exposure or leaks. And finally, a simple but effective step, disabling app sharing by default. This preventive measure stops users from accidentally sharing sensitive data or apps without proper oversight. All these strategies work together to give us better control, enhance security, and support our overall governance objectives in the Power Platform. Let's take a look at how we manage environments within the Power Platform. In production environments, we enforce very strict access controls and change management processes. This is crucial because these environments host our live business applications, and we need to ensure stability and security at all times. On the other hand, development environments act as safe spaces or sandboxes where our teams can experiment freely. These are ideal for testing new ideas without risking the integrity of our live systems. It's important to use separate environments for development, testing, and production. Doing so helps prevent accidental changes from spilling over into our live applications, which could cause disruptions or data loss. Managing these environments thoughtfully, with best practices in mind, ensures a smooth lifecycle for our solutions, from initial development all the way to deployment and maintenance. Ultimately, this approach helps us maintain control, security, and agility across the entire Power Platform ecosystem. Let's talk about automating environment creation and cleanup to strengthen our overall governance and security in the Power Platform. One of the key strategies is to enhance security by removing inactive environments. This helps us reduce potential attack surfaces and keeps our environment more secure. Streamlining management processes is also crucial, making it easier to handle environments at scale. By archiving environments that are no longer in active use, we preserve important data while keeping the environment list manageable. Deleting environments that are unnecessary not only cuts costs, but also simplifies our overall management efforts. Automating these processes, whether through archival or deletion, ensures they happen consistently and efficiently. To do this effectively, we need to identify unused or redundant environments regularly. Scheduling routine audits helps us catch these environments before they become problematic. Using governance tools is essential here. They help enforce security settings uniformly across all environments. Implementing clear naming conventions and standardizing environment provisioning are best practices that make management more predictable and secure. When we follow these steps, we're not just cleaning up, we're actively improving our security posture and ensuring our Power Platform environment remains well-governed, efficient, and secure. Now, let's look at how enhanced auditing really strengthens our governance and security in the Power Platform. What's great here is that it tracks automation activities separately from human users. This separation makes compliance reporting much clearer and easier to interpret, since you can see exactly what automation is doing versus manual actions. It adds an extra layer of transparency and control, which is crucial for maintaining trust and security. Moving on to centralized credential management, using service principals is a game changer. They allow us to manage credentials in one secure location, with automated rotation to keep things safe. This means we don't have to worry about manually updating passwords or secrets, reducing the risk of security lapses. And of course, it's important to avoid using personal user accounts for critical automations. When employees leave or change roles, using personal accounts can cause disruptions or even security issues. By relying on service principals, we ensure that our automations stay operational and secure, regardless of personnel changes. Overall, adopting these practices, enhanced auditing, centralized credential management, and avoiding personal accounts, helps us create a more resilient and compliant Power Platform environment. It's all about making our automation more reliable, secure, and easier to govern. Now, let's take a closer look at how advanced security practices, specifically Microsoft Information Protection, help us achieve comprehensive governance and security across the Power Platform. One key point is that labels play a crucial role in maintaining data integrity. They follow the data wherever it goes, whether it's across different apps, flows, or reports, ensuring that the data remains protected and consistent throughout its lifecycle. Next, we can enforce row-level security based on these labels. This means we can restrict access to specific data depending on a user's clearance level, adding an extra layer of security that's dynamic and precise. Additionally, sensitivity labels are applied to data within Power by reports and Dataverse tables. This automatic classification helps us ensure that sensitive information is properly identified and protected without adding extra manual steps. Overall, these practices help us safeguard information across the entire platform, aligning with our broader goal of maintaining data integrity and security at every level. Let's talk about securing mobile and external access, which is a critical part of maintaining a strong security posture in the Power Platform. First, conducting automatic access reviews helps us regularly verify who has access and whether they still need it. This proactive approach ensures that outdated or unnecessary permissions are removed promptly, reducing potential security risks. Next, enabling automatic revocations for expired permissions takes this a step further. When permissions are time-bound or no longer valid, they are revoked automatically, so we don't have to do this manually. This keeps our access controls tight and current. Moving on to enhanced monitoring, it's essential to keep an eye on guest and B2B access. By tracking activities related to external users, we can quickly spot any suspicious behavior or unauthorized access, which is vital for compliance and security. For managing guest and B2B access, just-in-time permissions are a game changer. They allow external users temporary access, which automatically expires after a set period. This way, we minimize lingering access and reduce security vulnerabilities. Now let's discuss app protection policies. These policies help us safeguard sensitive data by enforcing restrictions on how apps are used. For example, we can block access from certain networks or devices to prevent data leaks. Speaking of access controls, conditional access plays a huge role. We can block access from unmanaged devices or enforce device compliance policies. This means only secure, compliant devices can connect, ensuring our data stays protected no matter where or how users access it. All these measures are interconnected and support our overall goal of creating a secure, compliant environment for everyone using the Power Platform, whether they're internal or external users. Let's take a closer look at how leveraging AI and automation can revolutionize governance within the Power Platform. These AI-driven tools are transforming what used to be manual, reactive processes into streamlined, proactive systems that bolster both security and innovation. One of the key concepts here is proactive governance transformation. Intelligent workflows come into play by automating repetitive activities like access reviews, policy enforcement, and security assessments. This means these tasks are executed consistently and promptly, all without the need for manual intervention. It helps ensure that governance is ongoing and responsive, rather than lagging behind. Another important point is how Copilot Studio enhances governance. It automates routine tasks, offers intelligent assistance to makers, and guides them seamlessly through compliance requirements. This not only reduces the workload, but also helps maintain high standards of compliance across the board. Additionally, AI Builder integration plays a crucial role in continuous compliance monitoring. It empowers organizations to keep an eye on compliance patterns constantly, allowing us to detect anomalies and even predict potential security risks before they become serious issues. All these elements work together to create a governance approach that's smarter, faster, and more reliable, perfectly aligned with our overall goal of enabling secure and innovative Power Platform solutions. Next-generation security with AI is all about creating a more resilient and adaptive security posture that aligns perfectly with the needs of modern enterprises. What makes this approach so powerful is its ability to continuously improve. As AI learns from new data, it dynamically adjusts policies and controls, helping us stay ahead of evolving threats. This means our security measures aren't static. They evolve in real time to meet new challenges. Automated response mechanisms play a crucial role here. When suspicious activities or policy violations are detected, these systems act swiftly to address issues, reducing response times and minimizing potential damage. Predictive analytics further enhance our security by identifying emerging risks early on. This allows us to take preemptive actions before threats can impact the organization, turning a reactive process into a proactive one. Overall, governance is shifting from being reactive to proactive, thanks to advanced AI capabilities. This evolution ensures our security posture is not only resilient, but also adaptable to the fast-changing digital landscape, which is essential for maintaining trust and safety in today's enterprise environment. Let's take a look at some real-world success stories from the retail sector that highlight how comprehensive governance and security in the Power Platform can make a difference. First, balancing innovation with security is crucial. These efforts have helped create a secure and compliant environment that not only safeguards critical business data, but also enables teams to innovate confidently. Another key point is training citizen developers for security awareness. By establishing a Center of Excellence, or COE, over 300 citizen developers received targeted training. This fostered a culture where security and governance best practices are second nature, empowering users to develop solutions responsibly. We also saw significant improvements in incident response times. Automated monitoring and alerting systems contributed to an 85% faster response rate, allowing teams to detect and address security events more quickly than ever before. And perhaps most impressively, a global retailer managed to cut data breaches by 70%. They achieved this through implementing comprehensive data loss prevention policies and enforcing strict role-based access control across all their environments. All these examples demonstrate that with the right strategies, technology, and training, organizations can effectively protect their data while still fostering innovation, something that aligns perfectly with our overall goal of secure, agile, and compliant Power Platform environments. Let's take a look at some real-world success stories from the financial services and healthcare sectors that demonstrate the power of tailored governance and security frameworks. These examples highlight how customizing governance to meet industry-specific security and compliance demands can make a significant difference. For instance, in healthcare, they integrated Microsoft Information Protection sensitivity labels with Dataverse. This allowed for automatic classification and protection of patient records, which resulted in zero HIPAA violations and full compliance certification. It shows how automation and precise controls can ensure sensitive data remains secure and compliant without adding extra manual effort. Another key example is enforcing multi-factor authentication, or MFA, for all healthcare staff. This simple step dramatically reduced unauthorized access attempts by about 95%. It's a clear demonstration of how strong access controls can significantly enhance security in healthcare environments. In addition, some healthcare providers have secured patient data by isolating protected health information in dedicated environments, coupled with strict access controls and audit logging. This approach ensures that sensitive data is not only protected, but also monitored continuously for any suspicious activity. Switching over to financial services, one firm automated their compliance audits. This automation reduced their audit prep time by 60%, which is a huge efficiency gain. They also achieved 100% regulatory compliance by implementing real-time policy violation detection and automated remediation workflows. All these stories show how leveraging industry-specific governance frameworks can help organizations stay compliant, reduce risks, and improve operational efficiency. It ties right into our overall message that tailored, automated security and compliance strategies are essential for success in today's complex regulatory landscape. Let's take a closer look at some common pitfalls in governance that can impact your Power Platform environment. First, proactive governance and security planning are essential. When you plan ahead, you can prevent costly security incidents down the line and create a more productive, secure ecosystem for your users. It's about finding that balance, giving users enough control to innovate while still maintaining oversight. Regular environment audits are another key strategy. These help ensure your environments are organized, compliant, and efficient. Alongside this, investing in ongoing maker education and support is vital, because well-informed users are less likely to make mistakes that lead to security issues or policy violations. Speaking of user mistakes, poor user training can cause accidental data exposure. When users don't understand policies or best practices, it's easy for them to unintentionally breach security or create vulnerabilities. This can also lead to underutilization of the platform's capabilities, as users might stick to familiar features rather than exploring new tools. Environment sprawl is another challenge. When environments multiply without proper management, you end up with dozens of unused or unmanaged spaces. This creates inconsistent naming conventions, duplicate apps, and unnecessarily high licensing costs due to idle resources. It's a clear sign that governance needs tightening. But be careful, overly restrictive governance can backfire. If policies are too tight, they can stifle innovation and frustrate makers, slowing down adoption of the platform. Sometimes, users will create shadow IT workarounds, which actually increases security risks rather than reducing them. In summary, effective governance requires a delicate balance, being proactive, well-trained, and flexible enough to support growth without opening the door to these common pitfalls. When managed properly, governance becomes a powerful enabler for your Power Platform success. Let's now look at building your governance roadmap to ensure your Power Platform environment is both secure and well-managed. First, it's crucial to provide detailed documentation. This helps everyone understand the policies and procedures in place. Next, offering structured training programs ensures that your makers and citizen developers know how to build responsibly and securely. Continuous support from your Center of Excellence is vital to empower your team and maintain best practices. Moving on to monitoring and auditing, activating comprehensive logging allows you to track activities across your environment. Setting up automated alerts for policy violations helps you respond quickly to any issues. It's also important to schedule regular reviews of access and environments to keep everything aligned with your governance standards. When it comes to security controls, configuring role-based access control, or RBAC, is fundamental. It ensures users only have the permissions they need. Enforcing data loss prevention policies helps protect sensitive information. Enabling multi-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security, and applying conditional access policies helps manage access based on specific conditions or risk factors. Finally, establishing clear governance policies is essential. This includes guidelines on app creation, sharing, environment lifecycle, and connector usage. Assigning roles such as admins, COE members, and security champions clarifies responsibilities. It's also important to inventory all your assets, apps, flows, bots, reports, and map your environments and user activity. Doing this helps you understand your Power Platform footprint and assess current usage. All these steps collectively form a comprehensive governance roadmap that keeps your Power Platform secure, compliant, and aligned with your organizational goals.